up a chair or an old truck tire. Get yourself round that old trash fire. Well, the door's never locked, so there's no reason to knock. It's time for trailer talk. Oh yes, it's time for trailer talk.
Well, we got some roofing problems over at my place, so we had to go to a different trailer for a little bit, you know, some friends of ours, and I lost some clothes in this little flood, whatever you want to call it. And so they got a little 7th grader, and he's nice enough to lend me one of his shirts. Looks like all his friends autographed it. It must have been like a end of the year school party or something kind of shirt, but you get to know people pretty good when you're staying in a trailer. We got about 6 or 8 of us. It's a single wide, so it ain't a lot of space in there, not a lot of elbow room, but my brother ain't in there. He disappeared 2-3 days ago. We usually wait about 2 weeks before we report him missing, because he usually finds his way back home. And truth be told, he's a grown man, and me and Ma's hoping he gets out somewhere and maybe gets a job and starts a life of his own. Thing about it is today I had to go up to the dollar store and fetch some socks for me. Our feet were getting cold. You know, Cody Mantell, last guy I wanted to see at the dollar store. They had 6 eyewitnesses downtown. All of them said they seen Tavin Dillard leaving the back of the meat market with 60 pounds of raw meat.
You got receipts for this? No, I didn't buy it.
You can't run from the law. That's one thing I learned a number of years ago. But it turns out the boy that did it was the old boy I went to school with. But I said, "You right, it wasn't me, boy. They found old Cody Mantell down there with the meat." They said, "Tavin, that's a nice little tiny little shirt you got on there." I said, "Cody, one thing about this shirt, I didn't steal it." He kind of looked at me and said, "Don't call me a thief, Tavin Dillard." I said, "I ain't got to call you a thief. You already are one." Boy, he kind of looked at me and I said, "Don't give me that look unless you want to finish it outside in the wet. I'll have you face down in that wet, soggy pavement." Because the Dollar Tree, they ain't got a parking lot. It's a gravel. And get pretty wet during this time of year. Anyways, I ended up grabbing them socks for me, Ma, and then I grabbed a couple things on the way out. You know how by the cash register, they put some of the funnest things you ever want to buy right there, because they think right before you leave, you're going to say, "Boy, I need that." And they're right, I always need it. I got a couple boxes of candy and a pot holder that said "Spring is here" and had a little flower on it. I knew that'd cheer Mama up, because, you know, she's so down about the rain and everything, and us not being in a trailer right now because of the storm. And we got to get the roof fixed. And so she's, I think that's going to cheer her up pretty good. So I got back there tonight, you know, and I'm going to be putting on some tiny pair of pajamas later and crawling into a sleeping bag and sleeping on the front room of a trailer, you know, and close quarters, you know, real family living here during the middle of the storm. So we'll see you later.